What is going on?
Ooh-wee.
We are back. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new Pain and Game Pick'ems Season 7, Episode 13. So we got 5 and then 3 for 13. Hell yeah, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another great show, Pain and Game Pick'ems. It is me, your host, LC Muscles 28, and the most depressed Steeler fan right now, and got my boy on the right.
Yep. Go ahead and say it. Alexander
the Great.
That's right, baby. Dolphins 4-game winning streak. Let's do it.
Dude, I am
4 wins in a row. About to be 5.
That's right.
Hopefully.
I'm very excited. Yep, hopefully. It should be. The good thing is, though, this week, unfortunately, Tiny Tim not should be able to make it tonight. He's got other stuff going on, but we're praying for you, Tiny Tim. Hopefully everything gets situated with your end. With that being said, though, let's go ahead and get right into week number 13. And the cool thing about week 13 is I think this is when the ESPN brings back the playoff machine usually.
Oh.
Because I always love doing that, like the playoff scenarios and everything. I do not know if they have it this year, but I know they had it last year after week 12. So here you go. Yep, the 2021 playoff machine. They do have it live starting this week, and I'll put a link into this in the chat you guys would like to see. So here you go. Bada bing, bada boom. I'll be playing around with that as well. But with that being said, we'll also do a update on what teams are in right now and what teams are out. So let me go ahead and I will pull up the playoff machine so you guys can see what it looks like. So this is pretty cool. So right now you have every game that they have the seedings right now. If you have the current playoff picture, Baltimore.
Is anybody eliminated already?
No one is eliminated as of yet. Detroit with
even the
a
Lions,
loss.
really?
Detroit with a loss will be eliminated. So if Detroit loses, they will be eliminated.
Wow.
So yeah, man, I know it's pretty crazy, which is nice. It's still anyone's game. The Lions are still technically in it, surprisingly. That they have to have a lot of crazy shit go their way. But right now, this is the playoff picture as it stands right now. So right now, the top 2 seeds in the AFC are Baltimore and New England. And the top 2 seeds are the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers for the top 2 seeds. But before we get into week number 13, we got to go over the teams that bye because right now there's only 2 more weeks of bye weeks, which is insane. 8
Ours is next
left.
week.
That's right. So if you're a fan of the following teams this week, you will have to wait till next week. So the teams on bye this week are the Carolina Panthers, the Cleveland Clowns, the Green Bay Packers, and the Tennessee Titans. You're a fan of those 4 teams, you're going to have to wait till next week because unfortunately, it is not your time right now. So
game over, pal.
Game over, pal. I agree, man. Game over, pal. Game over. So with that being said, let's go into week number 13, shall we? And we got Tiny Tim's game first, actually. Ooh. Speaking of Tiny Tim, we got his first team up first, and it's the Cowboys and the Saints. This game is in New Orleans. Dallas is a 4.5-point favorite, technically. Tony Cornette is the referee. Announcer's Alex. I know. Tony Cornette sucks. I know.
Just retire, dude.
I know. He should retire, dude. A lot of these refs need to retire.
No, but he's like easily the worst. Him and his crew are easily the worst.
I agree. Scott Novak are definitely there too.
Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, Aaron Andrews, and Christina Pink.
The usual. Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead. What else is new? God damn it.
I know. And Steel Maiden, though, is working, unfortunately, so he won't be here as well. But with that being said, I'll actually go first on this game. I do know that are a lot of players on the COVID list or could be out this week for the Cowboys. There are a lot of players. So what's up, Bills Mafia? Let me go ahead and look up
Bills
the list.
Mafia, what's happening?
What's up, dudes? So let me pull up the Cowboys list right here. I know Cowboys COVID, they're going to be missing a lot of players. Could be missing a lot of players, though. So right now, Amari Cooper just got activated, surprisingly. But So the Cowboys lead players in out, but still Cooper is cleared for the Saints, but still is questionable. There are a lot of them, so
yep.
So I think there was pretty much mostly their linemen. So the fight includes 6 coaches and 3 players will not make the trip to New Orleans, including Coach Mike McCarthy and one of the other coaches, Coach Wright, tackle Terrence Steele, offensive line coach Joe Philbin. Joe Philbin! Joe Philbin is on the Cowboys. I know you don't like him, but still, I had to mention it.
Our former coach, the guy that couldn't motivate anybody to make a sandwich.
Oh, I had to make that reference.
Oh, but he called plays for Aaron Rodgers. We gotta sign him. He's got to be the next Chris Dolphins quarterback coach.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Stupid.
Offensive coaching assistant Scott Tolzien. That's an interesting name I've not heard in a while. Strength and conditioning coach Harold Nash, Cedric Smith, and Kendall Smith, and they've been intensifying their COVID-19 protocols last week. So right now there is a few players out. Amari Cooper is the biggest one, along with the other players. Greg Zuerlein, Blake Jarwin are also possibly ones that got COVID as well. Greg Zuerlein not be able to make the game for the Cowboys could be a big factor, but the Saints, surprisingly, people are picking the Saints, but I'm not going to. I think Dallas is going to continue their momentum. They need to play well because the problem was they've been losing games. So the problem is, though, they should have won against the Raiders, but the Cowboys blew it. And they need to get off this slide against the Chiefs and the Raiders. They've only won 1 game in their last 4. They need to make a new momentum streak, and I think they will here because after this, they got the Washington football team, the Giants, and Washington. They got pretty much they got 4 division games left, which is insane. Right. 4 division games left, their final 5 games. They don't count 6, which is nuts, but still. Give me the Cowboys to win this game. I don't think Alvin Kamara. I think Alvin Kamara may have a chance of coming back, but Taysom Hill is going to start for the freaking Saints. Taysom Hill and Alvin Kamara may play. He's not sure yet, but I think even if Alvin Kamara doesn't play, I think the Cowboys destroy the Saints, which I think will happen. Final score: I'm going to say Cowboys 38, Saints 20. Give me the Cowboys.
Ooh, really?
Yeah,
that big of a blowout.
Well, if Alvin Kamara doesn't play, because Alvin Kamara is pretty much their offense. True. Let's be honest.
I think it's going to be a little closer. So like Lucas said, the Cowboys are going to be without Mike McCarthy and a bunch of other people, but the Saints are really banged up. And let's be honest, the Cowboys, I think, can't handle it without Mike McCarthy. Their defense was carved up by the Raiders, but they get Taysom Hill, which should be a lot easier for them. He isn't a good passer, so I think the Cowboys win a tough road game. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a 1-point game. Give me the Cowboys to win 24-23.
Ooh, wow. That is close, surprising. I did not expect that. But next game on the list, we're going to the Sunday games, 1 o'clock games, and you know what time it is.
This is my stone cold lock of the century.
Buccaneers and Falcons.
Really? This is your lock?
Yes. This is the biggest point spread of the week. And actually, no, it's not. But I still think that this is going to be the biggest blowout. It is in my stone cold lock of the century of the week. Buccaneers and Falcons. This game is in Atlanta. Tampa Bay is a 10.5-point favorite. Brutal. And the referee for this game is going to be, let me see here. Let me see. Hold on. Actually, give me a second. Pull up the wrong one. Give me a second. Yeah, go ahead, pull up the announcers. I'm going to pull up the real
announcers are Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma.
There you go, Kenny. Jonathan Vilma, man. Can't go wrong with him. But let me pull up the real one. For some reason, they pull up last year's one, which I'm like, what? How? That's ridiculous. Okay, here you go. Buccaneers and Falcons. Wait, no. For Cowboys Saints, it was Brad Rogers, and Buccaneers Falcons is Tony Cornette. So he gets put on a shitty game. So hey, at least we got that. He put on a shitty game.
Doesn't matter. He's
still bad. No, I agree.
Still in the league.
He's still in the league. I 100% agree. It's ridiculous. So I'm just gonna get my pick out of the way real quick. Tampa Bay is going to completely wallop Atlanta. They won their first matchup convincingly, 48-25. I don't think Atlanta is even close to as good as they were in week 2. Give me the Falcons get crushed by the Buccaneers. Final score, I'm going to say they put up 50. Buccaneers 52.
A 50 burger.
Yeah, 50 burger. Falcons. I'm going to say they get 21. 21. I think they'll get a couple garbage time touchdowns after everyone's benched in the 4th. So,
well, Atlanta is coming off of a victory against the Jaguars, which keeps its playoff hopes alive, even though they're slim to none. And Tampa Bay's offense will be too much for the Falcons' defense, and I can't see the offensive line protecting Matt Ryan or anything like that. So I think the Bucs win big. Give me the Buccaneers to beat the Falcons by a final score of 42-20.
There you go. So the next game on the list is going to be the Arizona Cardinals, baby, versus the Chicago Bears. Oh, God. This game is in Chicago. Arizona is a 7.5-point favorite. Referee for this game is going to be Jerome Boger. I like Jerome Boger. And the announcers are...
The announcers for the Bears and the Cardinals are Adam Amin and Mark Schlereth.
There you go. So, I'll let you go first in this one. Who do you think's winning this game?
Honestly, let's see what I have in my notes here for the Bears and the Cardinals. Actually, hold on just a minute real quick. Did I have that? Okay. The Cardinals are coming off of a bye week and should have Kyler Murray back in this one. The Bears beat the Lions last week with Andy Dalton. And Justin Fields might be back with his injured ribs.
Oh, yeah, he might be back. I'm not sure yet.
Whoever it is, I think the Bears keep this one close. And as a matter of fact, I'm actually going to pick the Bears to beat the Cardinals. This is not my official. This is not my upset pick of the week, but I need points. So give me the Bears to beat the Cardinals by a final of 28-24.
Wow. Now that is pretty crazy to say the least. Chicago, my God. Chicago just that Thanksgiving game was so hard to watch between them and the Lions. That was so
boring.
That was boring. And yet I needed David Montgomery touchdown, but yet in the goal line, they just let Andy Dalton fall backwards, which is a joke.
Vegas.
So yeah, man. Vegas, I got you.
No, I heard that slot machine.
Jesus, man. Yeah, no, that is a Vegas slot machine. Thing is, text my phone, but still, there was a meme I found online. It was a meme where it was Matt Nagy's job. Well, it was. Oh, I gotta find the picture. It was Matt. It was the one where it had the Bears game with that jersey pull. Remember, you see that long jersey and that back, like that long jersey. It's Matt Nagy hanging it by a thread. Yeah, and his job. It was pretty funny to say the least. So that's pretty much the exact thing I'm going to say about this game. Matt Nagy is barely hanging on to a job right now. The Bears are desperate. I think the Bears will. I think the Bears are just going to completely fall flat against the Cardinals. The Cardinals are coming off a bye week, which is nice for them, and I think they will get the win at the end of the day. Final score, I'm going to say Arizona wins. Oh, Jesus.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Something in my throat. Okay, I'm good. So, Arizona, I'm going to say 28-20. I think Chicago keeps it somewhat close, but I think that the Bears will get it done. I think the Bears will not get it done. I think the Bears will keep it close, but still. And someone sent me a message. I wonder who it is.
Oh, there it is.
God damn it, Psycho Mike.
How you doing? Keep it moving.
Jesus Christ, Psycho Mike. Next game is the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. This game is in Cincinnati. Bengals are a 3-point favorite.
Oh,
referee is Sean Hockley. Who are the announcers, Alex?
And the announcers, I just lost the page. Give me just a minute. Hold on. Announcers for the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals are Ian Eagle and Charles Davis.
Oh, okay, so they get this game. Nice.
And this is a big game for both teams. I mean, the Chargers are playing consecutive road games, and they didn't look good in losing to the Broncos last week.
They looked awful. I'm like, what
the hell happened?
I have no idea, dude. I was looking at the Charge game. I'm just like, what?
And the Bengals, and the Bengals are playing some of their best football in years.
I agree.
A long time. And I think that carries over here as Joe Mixon runs wild against that Chargers defense to overshadow the Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow showdown. Give me the Bengals to beat the Chargers by a final of 31-23.
I honestly agree with you, dude. The Bengals right now, I gotta give them credit. They're playing insanely good football right now, and it sucks because they beat my Steelers so badly, and I had to sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah, you didn't see my bet payment video?
No.
Don't want to watch it. You don't want to watch it.
Why? What happened?
I had to pour a bucket of ice water over my head and sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Or Dashy.
Dashy made you do that?
Yeah, Dashy made me do that. Was the bet. So I had to honor the bet, and I paid it up. I want to see the Bengals lose just to get revenge, but they're not going to lose to the Chargers. Chargers have been playing some of their worst football lately. They barely beat the Steelers, and they got crushed by Denver and lost to Minnesota. And yeah, I don't see them winning against the Bengals. I think the Bengals will win this game. I think the Bengals will win. Final score, Cincinnati. I'm going to give them 28, and I'm going to say the Chargers give them 27. 28-27, give me the Bengals. Up next is the worst team in the league going against the team. Minnesota Vikings and Detroit Lions. This game is in Detroit. Minnesota is a 7-point favorite. The referee for this game is going to be Craig Worlstad, and the announcers are Alex.
And the announcers for the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. We got the Spiro Adidas and at the home on the road. And Jay Feely.
Jay Feely.
Yep.
I'm just gonna be flat on say this. If Detroit loses this game, they are out of the playoffs. That is funny, Psycho Mike. But yeah, Detroit will be eliminated from the playoffs if they lose this game. I think they are going to try and fight hard to win the game against the Vikings. This is a game they could win, but at the end of the day, I just think Minnesota is going to keep their momentum just for this week. Minnesota is a team, and I think that they'll barely beat Detroit. I think Detroit keeps it close, but I think the Vikings will end up winning. Final score 28-24. Give me the Vikings.
All right. Well, the Lions will be rested after playing on Thanksgiving. And while the Vikings are playing consecutive road games, which is always tough in the NFL, we all know that. Plus, the Vikings will most likely be without Dalvin Cook.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Injury was so scary, dude.
So that means it's probably going to be Alexander Mattison
stepping
in his place. And the Vikings will find a way to win it, but the Lions will keep it close, which they have done a bunch this season. I'm going to go with the Vikings to beat the Lions by a final of 24-21.
There you go. So relatively close to my score. Yeah,
doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because the Lions are going to get eliminated.
Yep, they're going to get eliminated from the playoffs. Sucks to say, but they will be gone. And then you'll hear that sad music in the background. Next up is your game, Alex. Miami Dolphins versus the New York Giants. This game is in Miami. Dolphins are only a 4-point favorite, surprisingly.
I saw 5 last.
Yeah, I have 4 on Yahoo Sports. This is my app that I use it on. They have 4. But still, though, they are the favorite. Brad Allen is the referee. Who is the announcer, Alex?
We have Daryl Johnston and Chris Myers.
All right. I'll save you for last. I'm going to get my thoughts on this game real quick. The Giants are the definition of inconsistent. They beat the Raiders somehow. They beat the Eagles in a defensive game, which I did not expect. They lost to Tampa Bay badly. They lost to the Chiefs in a close game, which that game shouldn't have even been close. They beat the Panthers. What the hell is this team? This team is beyond inconsistent, but they're playing the Dolphins on the road, who Dolphins are on a hot streak. But you know what? I got to take the Dolphins in this game. I think the Dolphins will end up getting this win, and I think they will get their 5th win in a row, be one of the highest teams in the AFC. So give me the Dolphins win this game. Final score I'll say 27-19. Give me the Dolphins. Fins up.
Well, Jersey of the Week this week. I got this one brand spanking new. This on NFL Shop because he's probably one of my favorite players on the team right now. And that's wide receiver Mac Hollins.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
Number 86. He's an absolute stud.
He is pretty good.
I would take him over Devontae Parker, Will Fuller, and Preston Williams combined.
Wow, that's insane. I remember when we saw Preston Williams, those some insane grabs at the preseason, but he hasn't done anything though, which stinks.
He hasn't done shit.
He hasn't.
But Mac Hollins, he's the man.
I will say Mac Hollins is extremely underrated.
He won a Super Bowl with the Eagles, I believe.
Yes, he did. I remember that.
Only bad thing is he went to school at North Carolina.
Oh, God.
Back in the house.
That is true.
But anyways, these two teams are still alive in the playoff hunt, and the Dolphins have won 4 straight in a row. Tua Bumblebee Tua is playing well, and the defense has really improved. The Dolphins' pass rush will be the difference in this one as the Dolphins continue their surge. The Giants will be without Daniel Jones because he's got a neck issue.
Oh, that's right.
That means it's going to be Mike Glennon.
Mike Glennon, Mr. How the hell has he been in the league this long?
So I think it's pretty obvious. Fins up, baby. So much so. No, I'm not gonna make this my lock of the week.
No, I don't think
I'm still gonna pick the Dolphins regardless. Final score 24-6. Fins up, baby.
Yeah. The next game on my list is my toilet bowl game of the week. It's the Eagles and the Jets. This game is in New York. Eagles are a 6.5-point favorite. Referee is Clay Martin. Alex, who is the announcers for this game?
For the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets, we have Andrew Catalan and James Lofton.
There you go.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Hell yeah.
The Jets won last week.
Barely.
Against the Texans. While the Eagles lost to the Giants in the same stadium. Yeah, they played the Giants last week, and then they played the Jets this week in the same stadium.
Yep.
The Eagles' offense was lifeless last week, while the Jets actually showed some life. And I think the Jets will hang around, but in the end, give me the Eagles. Die, chickens, die. Final score 21-14. Give me the Eagles.
I know Tiny Tim, if he was here, he'd be definitely making a die chickens die reference because he was happy to see those those chickens die against the Giants. But let's be honest here, they're not going to repeat their performance from last week here against the Jets. The Jets defense is way worse than the Giants, and the Eagles with Jalen Hurts is going to lead those chickens to a win, barely a win, but it will be somewhat a win. I'm going to say this is a low-scoring game, but it'll be a lot of offense, but no team will be able to convert anything into points. A lot of fourth down turnover on downs. Give me the chickens to win this game. The Philadelphia Chickens. Final score. Chickens 19, Jets 14.
Okay. Let's see what list we have.
Next game on the list. Oh, God. This is my second of 3 teams guaranteed to lose this week, and it is the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. This game is in Houston. Indianapolis is a 8.5-point favorite. The referee for this game is going to be, let's see here. It is, Ron Torbert. And Alex, who are the announcers?
And we have Adam Archuleta and Greg Gumbel.
I'm just going to get this game out of the way real quick. The Colts barely lost to the Buccaneers. That was such a heartbreaking loss for the Colts. But the Texans, they just lost to the Jets. Do I need to explain any more? Colts win this game convincingly. I'm going to say Colts. I'm going to say put a 40 on them. 45-6.
Oof.
Yeah, 45-6. Give me the Colts easily. Jonathan Taylor and Michael Pittman are going to be studs in this game. Play them in fantasy.
So the Colts are coming off a tough loss to the Buccaneers, but they get a break here against the woeful and pretty bad Texans. So look for Jonathan Taylor to have a big day running it with Carson Wentz hitting a few shots down the field. Houston will not keep up. This is my stone cold lock of the century of the week.
Hell yeah.
Colts win by a final of 35-10.
35-10. Hell yeah, man. That's a good score. I like that. Up next is the Washington football team against the Las Vegas Raiders. This game is in Las Vegas. Raiders are a 2.5-point favorite. The referee for this game is going to be Adrian Hill. Who are the announcers, Alex?
Announcers for the Washington team and Oakland Las Vegas Raiders. We have Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson.
All right, Greg Olson on the game. Oh boy. Shit. Did you see that? How bad that Washington Seattle game was on Monday night? Did you watch any bit of that?
Yes, I did.
All I gotta say is
the Seahawks really choked.
I'm gonna talk more about the Seahawks and when they play the Niners. I'm gonna talk about them about this game, but Washington should not have won that game. I think Washington just played enough to win. Oh God, and they lost their bet. The guy. Oh, God. The only guy that scored the touchdowns for the Washington football team, they lost him to an injury, really bad injury. And now they got to play on the road against Vegas, who has definitely come off some rest playing on Thanksgiving, and they're definitely going to be in much, much easier company now. And I think they'll get this win. I think it's going to be convincing enough. Las Vegas is going to win this game against Washington. Washington will keep it close, but Las Vegas will take the lead late. 31-21. Give me the Raiders. The Raiders. Oh, shit.
Sound the alarm, baby.
Oh, my God.
I'm going with the football team.
What?
This is my upset pick of the week. You can't bet against Taylor Heineke. They've won 2 in a row. They've beaten the Panthers. They beat the Seahawks. Now they're going to beat the Raiders in Vegas. Give me the football team. Sound the alarm once again. Football team over the Raiders, 28-20.
28-20. Wow. That is insane. That is absolutely insane right there. I cannot believe
Believe
that.
in my boy, Taylor Heineke.
Taylor Heineke. I do believe in him, but we'll see. I would love to see him upset. So now we got our next game on the list, which is going to be my third and final team guaranteed to lose. It's the Jaguars and the Rams. The Rams are a 13-point favorite. 13-point favorite. Referee for this game is Cleet Blakeman. Who are the announcers, Alex? Cleet Blakeman.
Cleet Blakeman.
I know.
We got Kevin Kugler and Mark Dirty Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez. Oh God. In this game.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
go first.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So this is going to be a long trip for a young team that isn't good to face a team that's coming off a bad loss and is actually pretty good. So that's a bad combination. The Jaguars have never played well on the West Coast, and they won't here either. So look for the Rams to snap out of their funk, especially Matt Stafford. This game is going to be ugly. Give me the Rams to beat the Jaguars by a final of 37-13.
Rams have actually, what's surprising though with the Rams is they have not won a game since they acquired Von Miller and Odell Beckham Jr. They're 0-3. So I think this is the time to break it up. Odell Beckham Jr. and Von Miller will have fantastic games, and the Jaguars will have no chance in hell. You can't even beat Atlanta at home. What makes you think you're going to go on the road and beat the Rams? Let's be honest, Jaguars fans. Let's be honest here.
Let's be honest.
Jaguars 9, Rams 45. Give me the Rams easily.
9-45.
48-9. Good God, this game is going to be ugly. Matt Stafford will probably sit out the entire fourth quarter because they'll already have a big enough lead. Jacksonville will get a late garbage time, score late when they've only got a field goal. So Yeah, Rams are just too good right now. Rams will be good and just win that game easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Now, the next game is the 49ers and Seahawks. This game is in Seattle. 49ers is a 3.5-point favorite. Alex Kemp is the referee. Who were the announcers, Alex?
The announcers for the 49ers and the Seahawks, we have Kevin Harlan and Trent Green.
There you go. I'm going to go first on this game. Seahawks, I'm just going to say right now, Russell Wilson's done. Russell Wilson's done this as a Seahawk. I think he's completely given up on the Seahawks.
I think this is Pete Carroll's last year, to be honest.
I think it is too. I think Pete Carroll. I think they're going to start rebuilding in Seattle. I think this is time for them to start rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's be honest here, the Seahawks have an absolutely terrible defense, and their offense should be a great offense. But how bad did they look against the Washington football team? They looked awful, just purely awful. And Russell Wilson just does not have it. Ever since that injury, he has not had it. And it sucks because I like Russell Wilson as a player, but let's be honest, he's done. And when Seattle, I think he's pretty much phoning it in. And this will be the end of the Seahawks season as we know it. Sorry, Briseño. Sorry, Brandon Rodgers. It's over.
Sorry, Eddie.
Sorry,
Seahawks Eddie.
Seahawks Eddie. Sorry, Seahawks Eddie. It's over. Seahawks will get crushed by the Niners. Final score, Niners. Niners 26, Seahawks 20. Give me the Niners.
I'm in full agreement. The Seahawks have lost 5 straight, and their season is done. The 49ers are playing their best football, and I think San Francisco is running at will against teams, and it will continue to do the same against the Seahawks. Remember when Seattle was a tough place to play?
Yep.
When they were like undefeated at home for like so long.
I remember that.
Yep.
Good times.
Yeah, Pepperidge Farm remembers. So they will control both lines of scrimmage to put the dagger in the Seahawks season. Give me the 49ers to beat the Seattle Seahawks by a final of 24-14.
There you go. And next up, oh God, it's my game up next. Ravens and Steelers. This game is in Pittsburgh. Ravens are a 4.5-point favorite. Ooh, banana, Dashy said.
Oh, banana.
Scott Novak is our referee. Oh, God, Scott Novak again.
Jim Nance and Tony Romo.
It is the CBS game of the week.
It is the CBS game of the week, yes.
That is right, because I don't think that they don't have a Fox game of the week this week. So it's just a CBS game, and it's Ravens Steelers. Great. I'll let you go first, Alex.
All right. So this is one of the best rivalry games in all sports because it plays physical, but the Steelers have hardly looked physical in the past couple of weeks. I mean, tying with the Lions, getting absolutely smoked by the Bengals.
Yep.
And now you got to play Lamar Jackson. They are struggling in a big way while the Ravens are coming off a tough home victory over Cleveland. This one is very tough for me to pick so much. In fact,
oh no,
I'm making this my coin flip game of the week.
Yes.
Because I don't know who to pick, honestly.
Hell yeah,
so George Washington will be the Baltimore Ravens, and the bald eagle will be the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hell yeah.
Here we go.
Hell yeah, I want to see this.
Sorry, Luke. I got Baltimore.
Damn. All right.
I'm going to say Baltimore by field goal. 23-20.
Oh man. I realistically was going to pick Baltimore this week. I was going to pick them. I pretty much said in my head I was going oh God. I was going to pick Baltimore until that Sunday night game. Until I saw how bad they looked at the Sunday night game, I was really going to pick Baltimore. I was this close to picking Baltimore until I didn't watch that Sunday night game at all. Or if they played any bit better, I would pick the Ravens. But sound the alarm.
Oh, for God's sake, Lucas. Homer.
The Steelers are my upset pick of the week. I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet. The Steelers are my upset pick of the week. Final score, Steelers 23, Ravens 17. I think the Steelers somehow pull a win out of their ass and win this game. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens have been completely pedestrian offense, and I think the Ravens' rushing game is a bit overrated. It's a mixed backfield, and I think that the past couple of games they've looked absolutely awful, barely beating Chicago, barely beating Cleveland, and then getting killed by Miami, and then having their defense completely crumble like a cookie against the Vikings. And then before the bye, getting killed by the Bengals. I don't trust the Ravens. I think the Steelers will get a win. Barely get a win, but I think they'll get the win. Upsetly, 23-17. Up next is the Sunday night game. It is the Chiefs and the Broncos. This game is in Kansas City. Hold on 1 second. The Chiefs are a 9.5-point favorite. Referee is Carl Sheffers. Who are in the announcers, Alex?
It is obviously we got Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, and Michelle Tafoya.
There you go. Can't go wrong with that. Who do you got, Alex?
Well, let me just see here real quick. What did my notes say? So the Broncos are coming off an impressive home win against the Chargers, while the Chiefs are coming off the bye. Kansas City got its season back on track before the bye, so it has to hope the delay didn't derail that. I don't think it did. The Chiefs are the defense playing much better, and I think the Chiefs will limit the Broncos' offense. I think Patrick Mahomes will get his shots down the field against an aggressive and impressive secondary and hit them for big plays. Give me the Chiefs to beat the Broncos by a final of 31-17.
Hey, not bad. I'll take that pick. I gotta go with your pick. I gotta agree with you, man. I think that the Chiefs right now are playing hot right now. They've been playing pretty well the past few weeks. They shut down the Cowboys offense. They got a good win they barely beat the Giants, but then they beat the Packers without Jordan Love. And they crushed the Raiders 41-14 on the road. Mm-hmm. And now they're coming off a bye playing against the Broncos, who have been extremely inconsistent. But I think Denver will keep it close, but I think the Chiefs will win. Final score, Chiefs. Yeah, I'm going to say 30, Broncos 28. Give me the Chiefs. I think the Broncos will cover the spread, though.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, man. My throat is killing me. I don't know what's going on. It's because it's dry or whatever. Some next, water. I know. I got to get water after this. I'm going to wait till after the show. But the game we got next is Game of the Week. 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 Patriots and Bills on Monday Night Football. This game is in Buffalo. Bills are a 3-point favorite. The ref is Bill Vinovich. Who are the announcers, Alex?
It's obvious. It's Steve Levy, Brian Greasy, and Louis Riddick, but there's also Manning Night Football.
Yes.
On ESPN2.
Yeah, I was waiting to hear that. I am so glad they have Monday Manning Night Football. That is amazing. I love Manning Night Football. So glad it's back. They did not have it last week, but thank God they didn't have it last week. It was a boring game last week. Now they got it for a good game. Mm-hmm. So, who do you got, Alex, on this game?
So this is the game of the week. If with the first place in the AFC East on the line, the Patriots have won 6 straight games and have really impressed on defense. This is going to be a fun game to see. See what Bill Belichick throws at Josh Allen. The Bills looked much better last week against the Saints than they did for the most of November. And I think they continue to play well here. I actually have the Buffalo Bills beating the New England Patriots by a final of 26-20.
Wow. Close game. I honestly was a little confused on who to pick this game realistically, just because Patriots offense without having a true receiver has been absolutely unreal. It's incredible to say the least. And I really wonder what Bill Belichick is going to do. Bill Belichick right now is the favorite for Coach of the Year, which is absolutely insane. And
rightfully so.
I'm really intrigued to see what they're going to do with it. I really see what Bill Belichick's going to do to stop that Bills offense. Losing Tre'Davious White, though, for the Bills is a huge blow for their defense, but I think the Bills could overcome it. But still, I'm not sure who to pick, so coin flip.
No freaking way.
Yeah, I got
game of the week?
Yep. I don't know who's going to win. I really don't. So I got to do my coin flip here. So Bills will be this side, and the black blank will be the Patriots. Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. 3. Whoops. Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. And I got the Bills, baby. I got the Bills winning this game. Final score, Bills 24, Patriots 21. Bills regain the top seed in the AFC East, and it will be a very good game, and I'm excited to see who wins this game. Mm-hmm. But if Baltimore, that's a good point. If Baltimore loses and Buffalo wins, I think Buffalo would be the number 1 seed in the AFC.
Right.
Because they would have the tiebreaker over the Chiefs and the Ravens. I'm pretty sure they have the tiebreaker over both of them. Because I don't think, because they don't play Baltimore, but they do have technically the tiebreaker. So I'm excited, and I'm excited to see what happens. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's Pain and Game Pick'ems for this week.
Do we have any hate week analysis?
Let me see. I'll be right back.
Do we have a hate week analysis, Lucas? Where are you going?
Okay, so I'm looking up Ravens Red Zone. He would be the only one I would see. Let me see. Ravens Red Zone. I know he talked about something. So with that being said, oh, God, he does have a video.
Ooh.
Do you want to watch it? Because we have it.
How long have we been on so far? 42 minutes? Let's do it.
Let's do it. Hell yeah, I'm up for it. So Ravens Red Zone.
You are on the clock.
You're on the clock, dude. Let's see what
Red Zone is here, and it is time. It is time to do this again.
Is he doing live?
Ravens versus Steelers.
That's already
the only
a problem.
Rivalry that really matters in the end.
It's already a problem because there really isn't a reason to do a hate week live, especially
20
if it's
minutes.
Ravens. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. Hell no.
Jesus.
I know, but I'm really doubting this because you don't do hate weeks live very often anymore, man. I only did it once just because it was like it was just because of time constraint. But dude, this is a big week and you have 3 of these planned. Come on, man. I'm going to be editing my hate week and I'll probably be out on Friday, to be honest with you. So Red Zone, let's see what you got.
NFL. Don't give me the Saints Falcons, because we all know the Falcons will find a way to choke it. No one wants to see that. This is the rivalry. And Lady Steele, contrary to what you were yapping about, I'd never underestimate the Steelers. I see the Steelers the same way I see Michael Myers. They're not dead until they're dead. When the movie is over, then Michael Myers is dead.
Sometimes.
You're 5-5, and you got whooped by the Bengals. Doesn't mean you're dead. We're coming to your house. What's left of Big Ben is probably going to go for one more try, even though he's got to play us twice, to defeat the big bad satanic Ravens, who are at their healthiest on defense.
Not really.
Offense, that's another story. But it is what it is. And the Ravens are going to be coming on here to defeat and once again put an end to the Steelers. And to also stay in first place in the AFC and to stay in first place in the AFC North and to dominate. Well, okay. we kind of time dominate. We actually find a way to win. And that's the thing. You know, Lady Steele is yapping her mouth off about how we're going to underestimate, this isn't a short week. Okay, that's the Miami game. There's no short week in here. Have a fully run team. They'll be ready for you. But they're always ready. And like I said, you're talking about how you got to contain Lamar and how Lamar is going to be contained. You couldn't contain Justin Herbert. How are you going to contain Lamar Jackson?
I
saw Justin Herbert look like Lamar Jackson. The only thing he didn't do is score a touchdown. So do you really think you're going to stop Lamar Jackson with that garbage defense? And now that TJ Watt is gone.
God.
It doesn't make a difference. TJ Watt, they've now become the same player.
What?
They start out really well.
What?
And then they go away as the season goes on. Whether it's an injury or it's COVID or anything else, or maybe he just wants to do charity work instead of play football.
What?
And now Erica Stupid is showing up. Who hasn't even done a vid yet. In the old days, all these Steelers fans would have did a vid as soon as Sunday Night Football ended. But none of them has showed up. There's two of them that did something. Lady Steele, I give her credit. And then you have McAmey, the preacher, whining and crying about how I'm right. I've been right all along about Big Ben. And then he talks about some BS. And yes, I know BS when I see it. I've been doing this for over 10 years about how I'm not going to do any videos. I'm not going to do any videos to a small fry team. We're your biggest rival.
Small
you just
fry.
don't want to come out because you know the Steelers are going to get whooped in this game. That's what you're scared. You're scared to death the same way D1 Chosen was scared to death. That's why he didn't show up. And he should have showed up. And you should show up. Because it's a divisional game. I don't care how bad your team is playing. It's still a divisional game. There's no underestimating. But we're going to come to your house and make all your fans cry in your stupid yellow towel. And I don't know what Erica Stupid. This is why I call him Erica Stupid, even though he's changed his name. He said you had to do a 66-yard field goal to beat the. Yeah, it's better than a tie. Okay, it's called the record. It's the longest kick ever. Okay, and we found a way to win. Okay, you like I said, this is typical Steelers fan. Always talk about the past.
Hey, I will say this though. Tiger Raven
about how Lamar has struggled, and yeah, there's truth to that.
Only scored 3 touchdowns since the Dolphins. That's actually
and the simple fact is, you can't contain the run. Like I said, I've already said it before. You couldn't stop. Justin
you know why?
Justin Herbert isn't a speed.
Yeah, I'll go pause it.
Pause it real quick. You know why? Because we gave the NFL a blueprint on how to stop them.
You did.
All that zone blitzing and shit. I mean, we ran that, like 40 some odd times?
Yep.
That blitz same defensive scheme? Yeah.
Yeah, you
can play. You continue.
Yeah, we're not going to go the whole 20 minutes. We're probably going to watch another 5 minutes of this.
I knew you would show up, Lady Steele. Now, your other fan base, they're going to sit their way and cry. They're going to do a video on Thursday and talk about how big and bad the Ravens are. Maybe Musclehead will do something.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
And look, we're going to win this game. And deep down, you know. Do I think we're going to win easy? Oh, hell no. That's not the Ravens' way. The Ravens will drama queen it, and they'll make it closer than it should be. And they'll probably win by 3 or 4 points. Yeah. Would have, should have, could have. Okay? You should have beaten the Lions. The Lions gave you every chance to win that game for you, and you couldn't do it. Would have, could have, should have. We did win.
Could have, would have, should have.
Is that all you're going to say in your vid when you finally do a vid on Friday night? Is that what you're going to do, Erica Stupid? Look,
my God.
Steelers fans, my brother's been having trouble this year, so that's why you haven't seen him that much. He'll show up again for the picks, and we'll pick on you while we're doing the picks. And then we got 2 other videos. I'm going to make a trilogy of it. This is Lamar Storm, the destruction of Big Ben.
Oh my
where
God.
we finally see goodbye to your rapist quarterback.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Some of us remember that. And
of course, they have to bring that back.
Goodbye. Go to Canton. You'll get the Canton. Maybe you won't be first ballot because no one likes you, and the sports reporters don't like you, and they'll probably say,
God.
"Oh, do the same thing they did with Kurt Warner."
Oh,
just
geez.
say, he may not really be a true Hall of Famer, even though we all know he is, and he'll wait a couple extra years.
Oh, give me a break.
We're gonna end this. Personally, in some ways, I wish we had a Ray Lewis type on our team now, because we all know what we did to Hines Ward, the original cheap shot artist. We took him out of the game in his final game against the Ravens and Steelers. That's what I want to see. I want to see okay, maybe in week 18, when we finally play last, we can just take. Yeah, of course the Steelers are frauds. We all know they're frauds. And we take out Big Ben. But why don't we just take him out now? Put him out of his misery. Put Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, or I love taking pictures with strippers. And let's see what they can do. Because the Steelers are in trouble. Because the quarterback class in this year's college draft isn't that good.
Yeah, it's really not.
One good guy.
Well, it's good for offensive line, defensive line depth.
And you guys are in trouble. In fact, your team has been in trouble since Rooney kicked the bucket. When Rooney kicked the bucket, your team started going downhill.
God.
No, seriously, your team is not. You done.
Oh my Lord!
I know. Trust me, there's not much longer to watch this.
First round pick, and he's good. First of all, you don't.
2 more minutes, Alex. You make it 2 more minutes.
For the first round pick, they're a dime a dozen.
I don't know. His audio is
running back in the third.
No, I get you. I understand.
But even then, you don't. I saw him you only gave him 12 carries. You got an old quarterback. You can't do anything. The best thing to help a quarterback is a good running game. Why don't you use him? Oh yeah, because your offensive line.
Something's up with his audio. I don't want to listen to it anymore.
All right, go ahead. Yeah. All right, we'll be done.
Turn
Sorry, Red Zone. Sorry, Red Zone.
Yeah, fix your audio, bud.
Yeah, fix your audio. Yeah, Ravens Red Zone. That was a weak first attempt. My video will be coming out very soon. I'm excited for it, and it's gonna be good. I definitely will have.
It was 20 minutes. Jesus.
Yeah, 20 minutes of that. I didn't even think I could watch 20 minutes of that either.
Yeah, right, pal.
But no, Tiger Raven's definitely one of the real ones, saying he'll never fall rated Red Zone. Good, don't. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. Don't worry, I'll also have a bet proposal, Red Zone. Don't worry, I know you're somewhere in my comments. I'll make sure I have a bet proposal for you. So with that being said, Alex, have any final words for us?
About to be 5 wins in a row. Ever since daylight savings time, we've been undefeated.
That's a good point.
Gonna keep doing it.
Hell
up,
yeah.
baby. Let's go. We're gonna beat the damn G-Men. The Giants.
The Giants. I'm a Giants. The best team in the world.
Yep.
Oh my God. But anyways, thank you all for watching tonight. This is LC Muscles 20 here signing out. See you guys later. Stay awesome. And remember, you can't have a good hate week if your audio is terrible. Good night, everyone.
See you next week.